So in the run, the ducks are just making a mess of the water. The area up underneath all the water stays just soaked. We've tried creek sand. Of course, they really love that because then they're sifting sand all day. Get a mouthful of dirt, filter it through the water, and it splashes more water and holes and all that. So we added some pine chips on top, but of course now that's just soaking up the water and is keeping it moist, and moisture is not good. It spreads disease and all that other stuff. So I'm going to build a drain and funnel that water out from underneath it. It's going to be about 2 foot by 2 foot. We'll build it out of a 2x6. We'll put a metal bottom on it, either galvanized, aluminum, something, stainless steel if I gotta, and then we're gonna filter it outside through some PVC. So let's see how this goes. So I'm back at my brother's shop. Found an old 2x6 that we're gonna use to build this drain out of. Let's get started.
So this 2x6 I've had, I don't know how long, but it's got a pretty big twist in it. So we're just going to start off by squaring up the edge. Once we get that done, we're going to need 4 pieces. The drain that we're building is going to be 24 by 24, so we're going to cut 2 at 21 and then 2 at 24. So we're going to take the 24-inch pieces and rip them down with the table saw set at 11 degrees. You can use 2x4s and cut the bevel on those, but since I already had this old 2x6, that's what I used. I just cut them down to 3.5 inches on the long side. So on the 21-inch pieces, we're going to mark down on the edges 3.5 inches. Then we're going to mark to the center. And we're going to go ahead and cut those out using a miter saw. This is going to give the pan the slope needed in order to drain out the center. So over at the drill press, we're going to cut the access hole for the PVC drain tube. We're using 1-inch schedule 40. It has an OD of about 1.3, so we're going to cut the hole at about 1.5. So I'm using 4-inch wood screws to screw the frame in together. Do not have any sealer here at my brother's shop, so we'll be adding that once I get home. So now I'm just pre-drilling some holes through the sheet metal. Make sure everything gets lined up with the frame. Then I'll wind up putting sealer on between the two, and then screwing it down. I think I was using 1.5 inch cabinet screws used for pressure treated wood. Put together a rigged weight, the wood chips, dug out an area to put the pan and the pipe. I also staple gunned some hardware cloth to make sure no critters get into the pipe. And hopefully this will solve our little watering problem.
So it's been about 3 days since I did this little project, and you can tell they're moist, they're draining. This one especially, of course, that's where the big one is. So they tend to sift out a little bit more water there. But everything, for one, smells worlds better. And looks like they're working fine. There is some wood chips getting in there. I'm gonna figure out how to, I don't know, maybe the wood chips need to go bye-bye.